welcome to my video today. As you all know, this is part 2 of my what to pack to camp, and today I wanted to cover stuff like your carry-on luggage and your handbag and all those fun things. Yay! So the first thing that you're going to need to pack is a backpack, and I cannot stress enough how important and handy a backpack comes into play at camp. I know my camp takes the kids out and we do a lot of hiking, and so sleeping bags and pillows and all that kind of stuff can kind of get attached or like shoved into your backpack. So this is my backpack. It's pretty standard. I got it when I was down in Tasmania when I went on an adventure back in the day, and it's got 2 compartments, so you can put your bigger things in there, and then you can put like your things that you need to reach more often in the front bit. So the first thing that I like to pack for flights and what have you is obviously a neck pillow. So this is my neck pillow. Yes, it is a kid's neck pillow, and yes, it does have Spider-Man on it. I know how much you want to date me, don't worry, I know. The reason I got this one was because it doesn't have any of those little ball things in it, so they don't roll around, and then they keep me awake when I'm like laying on it. So put it on and it just kind of sits there, and it's so comfy when you're like sleeping on the plane. Pretty. So the second thing that I pack into my backpack when I'm going to camp is just a couple of clothes that are going to keep me a little bit more warm. On the planes, they get really cold, or I'm just ridiculously uninsulated. I'm not sure which it is, but I always take a jumper and a pair of track pants, and in some cases I'll take like a really thick big scarf so I can use it as a blanket. Let me show you. So this is the hoodie that I'll probably be taking on the plane. It's really thick, it's got like really nice fleece inside, and it's just going to keep me really warm on the plane for sleeps, because you want to be comfortable and a little hoodie is the best way to do it. And a pair of sweatpants never goes amiss because they're really warm and your legs get so cold on the plane. And like I said, I always take a scarf. This one's really thick and it's big, and I can just bundle it all up on me so I'm all nice and cozy and warm on the plane. Most planes do have the blankets that you can, you know, chuck on yourselves, but I always need at least 2 of those, and I've heard pretty disgusting things about them. So if you can wear it and use it as a blanket, that's 2 in 1. So like last year, I'm bringing my camera to camp. Gotta keep up these videos for y'all. And I'm not bringing my big camera bag because it's just too chunky and just a pain in the bottom. So I'm bringing this tiny little one, which basically just holds everything that I need for my DSLR, and then it's got spare batteries, all those bits and pieces, and I've also got my vlogging camera in here as well. This way also it means that it won't get bumped and broken in checked baggage, because I know how rough those guys can be with that stuff. I also like to pack my laptop in with my backpack and overhead business. It just means that it doesn't go into my checked luggage, and my MacBook is really old, so it's really heavy and it often tips the scales of how much weight I have. So I always pop it in here. This is my laptop, but I also put it into this laptop sleeve because I like to protect it a little bit. It's super foamy and it has little corners so it like sticks in and you can use it. It's really cool actually, I'll show you. So yeah, I put it in this little sleeve, and you can open it on the plane if you need to do any of your typing and whatnot, and it just keeps it all together. It's got these cool little straps, which is fun. Don't forget your charger, because if your computer's anything like mine, it'll die after an hour. Fun! Also guys, if you're going to America, you might want to look into using an old handset, cell phone, mobile phone to contact people while you're over there. And if you go with camp leaders, they give you a free SIM card. Don't forget that! Pack it! Woo! Okay, and the last thing that I like to pack in my backpack on the plane is a notebook. This one's fairly huge and large, and probably don't need one this big, but I like to have a notebook at camp so I can write down ideas for games and for like kid activities. Moving on to the handbag side of things. This is just an old handbag that I have for right now. I'll probably get a new one because this one is falling apart, and you don't want a handbag that's falling apart when you're running through an airport because it gets hooked on something and then you're screwed. So obviously you're going to want to have the things in your handbag that you normally do. Wallet, glasses, sunglasses, phone and phone case. If you keep a journal like I do, take your journal and a pen or 3. lady bits and bobs. It's also really good to have your charger for your phone because most airplanes will have connectors or like even like the little USB ones you can push in headphones, because who doesn't need those when listening to music? Nobody wants to listen to your garbage. And it's really rude when other people are like listening to music just on their phones. No, these are really good because they're Bluetooth, so you can just link them up. I'm also taking normal headphones because sometimes these hurt my ears. Some reading material, because even though they have in-flight entertainment, sometimes it's not going to be to your liking, so you might want to take some books. To all those ladies out there who like to look fresh and fabulous everywhere, I always pack some wipes because you never know when these things come in handy. You can even get like the sanitizing ones if you want to wipe down like your plate area on the plane, because apparently those get filthy. Also, I like to pack a little pack of makeup and deodorant and moisturizer, only because planes really dry you out, and I always like to go to the bathroom every couple hours and moisturize my face, and then, you know, put on deodorant because you don't want to be stinky. When I get to LA, I usually like to jump off the plane and go to the bathroom and then put on like some powder and a little bit of foundation, mascara, just so that I don't look like a zombie anymore. That's never pretty. I also always take this everywhere I go. It's always in my handbag. It's got paracetamol, Dettol, wipe hand stuff. It's also got a lip gloss and my NYX lip stain lipstick thing, asthma puffer. It's also, guys, if you have medications, take them on the plane with you. Just make sure you don't take a huge amount of it because then they get sus. Put like your big bottles of stuff in your checked luggage and just take like your little ones. Also check with your airline about their rules and regulations with liquid carry-on stuff. Most places are 100 ml. Oh, also guys, the cool thing about most airlines is they'll give you one of these cool little pack things for free, which come with an eye mask and earplugs and headphones. Okay, now we're moving on to the financial important stuff. What a drag. Just kidding. Make sure that you have your credit cards and your travel cards all organized before you go. Make sure that your bank allows you to withdraw money from a different country. If you can, get these cool credit card defenders. They basically protect your card from scanners and, what does it say? Block signals from your smart card to prevent unauthorized transmission of your confidential information, so people can't steal your identity and steal all your monies. You might want to consider getting some American cashola before you go. It's just handy that when you get there you can jump off, grab a drink bottle or whatever. And last but not least, make sure that you have your passport because that's super important, and your visa and all the things that you need inside of it, so that you can get into the country and work. Because it'll be pretty awkward if you got there and then you couldn't get in, wouldn't it? Yep. Also guys, make sure that you've got all your details from camp leaders and the organisation that you do deal with when you go to camp. They might ask you at customs all different kinds of questions about where you're going, what you're doing, how long, who you're doing it for, blah 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 blah. So yeah guys, so that's it. That's all the things that I will be packing for camp in T-minus 3 weeks. That is so exciting. If you can think of anything that I've missed or things that you want to ask me, comment below because I want to know. And if you liked the video, don't forget to leave me a like. It's a thumbs up right down there. Down there. Well, it's kind of on an angle really. It's like boop. And if you want to keep up to date with all my videos, don't forget to subscribe. Just down here in this general area, I think. I think I'm pointing to it. I'm not sure. Anyway guys, I've got things on. See ya. Gotta go do the worm. The worm.